Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlog. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for tea time. Today we have some green tea, really clean, just green tea. Really, really good. So guys, there's been a lot going on in the news, but there was something that stuck out and I wanted to cover it a little bit, and it has to do with Canon and the idea that Canon will be moving strictly into mirrorless and just kind of getting rid of their DSLRs in a short period of time. A lot of people have been talking about that because Canon did make a statement that they were kind of going away from producing EF style mount lenses unless the photographers want them, right? And that was like the big caveat. And I'm like, that just sounds like an easy way out for them, right? An easy way out. Well, I think that's exactly what happened here, guys. I think that's exactly what happened. There was 5 patents that were just uncovered by Canon News, I believe it is. Let me see here. Yep, Canon News. I want to make sure that I quote them properly. Anyways, these 5 patents are for brand new EF lenses, okay? But what makes them different, what makes them special is these lenses are massive telephoto, birders, sports shooters, professional lenses that we would see pros use out there covering a football game or taking a picture of National Geographic birds in the wild or whatever. Really large, fast glass, expensive glass. So I was looking, I'm like, wow, they're putting R&D into making these lenses better? What's going on, Canon, right? I thought you were gonna ditch it. Well, like I said, I don't think they're ditching anything. I think DSLR is gonna be around for a while. I think what will happen is, like I said in another video, I think there'll be a hybrid between the two, a marrying of both mirrorless and DSLR into one body, the best of both worlds. Why get rid of something for something else when they both have positives and they both have negatives, right? Marry the two together, make something really special, something great. But when I look at these lenses, and I'm going to bring them up, you can see these patents. Now, I don't read patents very well, but what I did notice is where the glass is oriented in the lens itself. And as you can see, a lot of the glass is pushed more towards the back of the lens. This, I would say, similar to what Sony has done, all right? Same type of thing, like they ripped the page right out of Sony's playbook. Okay, a lot of the glass that we see here, the heavier glass that's inside, those lenses are pushed towards the back of the lens. Why? Basically, so they're not top heavy. So they're easier to hand hold. A lot of the older glass, these big mega f5.6, 800 millimeter torpedoes or whatever, these pieces of glass are extremely heavy, and most of the time they're top heavy, all right? So you almost always need a monopod or a tripod to use them properly. So by pushing all that heavy ground glass towards the middle or even in the back will give it more of a balanced feel so you can hold it a little bit better. So that's what I see here, what is going on, which is definitely interesting because that means that they are putting the research and development, the R&D, into EF mount lenses. Now, if we look at what lenses are going to be available according to these patents, we see there's a 300 millimeter 2.8, that's extremely fast, that's IS, image stabilization, a 400 millimeter 2.8, also image stabilized, a 500 millimeter 4.0, image stabilized, a 600 millimeter f4, now we're getting mega size, okay? Also IS, image stabilized, and finally a 800 millimeter 5.6 IS piece of glass. Now, once again, these are like Mark IIs, Mark IIIs, Mark 10, whatever. They are the latest and greatest with all of the new R&D inside that EF mount lens with those pieces of glass moved back. All right, all those little lenses in there move back into the body itself for that stabilized, let's say, piece of, for that better balanced lens, for that better balanced lens, right, guys? So it's very interesting. I think that when I look at this, I feel that if Canon was able to take their 1DX Mark III that they just came out with, which is unfriggin' believable. If you guys haven't seen the specs, take a look at them, look at some footage. that thing is just like, I mean, it's Swiss Army knife for a professional photographer, all right? Even a videographer. It is amazing, okay? Now marry that camera with a EOS R Pro, whatever you want to call it, right? A professional version. Put those two together and you have your mirrorless and your DSLR. Combine the two, right? Get that OVF and EVF combination in there. Get all of the niceties that we see in mirrorless, bring them into DSLR, or all of the DSLR stuff that we like and bring them into mirrorless. And now be able to combine those two together and somehow be able to use RF as well as EF lenses on that one body. That would be absolutely amazing. Obviously, you'd have to take some Roswell, Mexico, alien technology, stealth bomber crap to be able to do it, right? With the whole mounting system, but it could be done. But there's a lot of professionals out there that have tens of thousands, maybe even $100,000 worth of EF lenses that don't want to move into mirrorless, that want to stay with EF with those mount as long as possible because this glass is so expensive. It would be nice to be able to bring them into mirrorless, let's call it, via this hybrid, all right, and still be able to use your RF and EF, not with a adapter that goes and screws things up, but something that is built into the camera itself. Make that mirrorless hybrid larger, more like the size of a DSLR, to be able to handle a massive 800 millimeter f 5.6, right? That would make sense to me. Now, if you guys don't know how the glass works when it comes to these large pieces of glass and why they're so expensive for these lenses, the bottom line is the faster the glass, let's say you have a 5.6, okay? A 5.6 is going to be cheaper than a f4. And an f4 is going to be cheaper than an f2.8 and so on and so forth. As that f-stop gets smaller and smaller, your glass is getting larger and larger, more weight, more glass inside of the lens. There's a lot going on, so it is more expensive. That's why when you see a Canon EF 800 millimeter 5.6, a current version, you're looking at like $13,000 over there at B&H, all right? Not cheap. And I'm going to guarantee you the new version that comes out of that, if it has this new technology built into it, it'll probably be every bit of that, if not more, probably $15,000, $16,000, all right? So something to think about. There's a lot of people out there with extremely large lenses that cost them a lot of money, right? That shoot sports, that are sitting there on the football field every day, all right? Shoot sports, they're shooting birds, they're shooting National Geographic stuff, they're shooting a lot of stuff with big lenses that don't want to go to mirrorless yet. It would be cool to be able to bring them in via this hybrid that I'm always talking about. So is that possible? I don't know. But what I do know is Canon has not given up on EF lenses as of yet. They are going to continue. And if they come out with 5 brand new, expensive pieces of EF glass, they are not getting rid of their DSLRs anytime soon because they need to keep selling that brand new R&D glass. They need to get that R&D cash back, all that money that they're putting into development, right, guys? So something interesting to think about. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that they're going to just make these patents and not actually put them into fruition and actually put them out there? Or do you think they are going to work on these 5 pieces of high-end glass and put them out there in not too short order? I think that we're going to start seeing them. I think we'll see them sooner than later, all right? But I want to hear from you. One other thing, guys, this video I'm going to edit solely on my iPad Pro. I'm going to be doing a video in the near future. It's going to be part of my Life After Adobe Cutting the Cord series of how you can edit videos on your iPad instead of using an Adobe Premiere or something like that on your computer. All right. Is it possible? Okay. We will see. If for some reason this does not end up getting edited on my iPad, I'll put something at the bottom. I failed. Hashtag. But if not, this video will be edited on the iPad Pro, audio and video. Let me know what you think. Can you tell the difference? All right. I want to hear about that in the comments below also. And if not, and it actually looks like one of my other videos and sounds like my other videos, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another video into this series, Life After Adobe Cutting the Cord, which will be a replacement to using, for example, Premiere Pro on your computer, or even Adobe's Rush on your iPad Pro with this other software, okay? I don't want to tell you what it is as of yet, all right? I want to see how it comes out, but if it works out good, I'm going to do another edition. So stay tuned for that. I know a lot of you guys are here that just absolutely love my Life After Adobe Cutting the Cord series, and I want to add more to it because a lot of you have questions about all sorts of things with Photoshop and Premiere and Illustrator and Lightroom and all of this Adobe software. What can I use as an alternative? So if you haven't watched any of my Life After Adobe Cutting the Cord, take a look at it. I might put a card over here, if not in the comment area as well as in the description. I'll put a link. Go check it out. I have like a whole series, right? Check out that series. There's a lot of good stuff in there. How you can cut the cord and not pay Adobe every single month rental fees in perpetuity. Okay. So anyways, guys, we'll see you in the comment area below. If you enjoy the content, throw me a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you can get all my content when it becomes available. And click the bell icon here somewhere, so when it is available, you will be notified of it. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools that I've invented for you and me over the years. And hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me. By the way, if you go over to JCristina.com, use promo code YT20 at checkout, and you'll get 20% off everything that's in your cart. Also, go download my ebook. It's free. Go over to JCristina.com/ebook, pick it up. Great tips on making sharper images for amateurs and pros. I think you'll enjoy it. And finally, head over to community.jcristina.com. Once again, community.jcristina.com. Check it out. It's our creative Discord server with hundreds of photographers and creatives just like you, just shooting it, all right? Having some tea, chilling out, and just discussing, adding their thoughts into the mix. There's a lot of smart people over there. Go check it out. Anyways, guys, I am out of here for yet another vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. You have a wonderful weekend. TGIF, guys, TGIF. Take care. Many blessings to each and every one of you.